Welcome back from the break, Ram fans. With the weather being so nice, it's even easier to get into the spring training spirit, and there are plenty of young prospects that clearly feel the same way.
That's right, AJ. Some unexpected teams get thrown into the mix here when talking potential of their young roster members, so let's jump right in. First, we got Jack Callione, who's a Royals first baseman. Jack Callione is a powerful hitter with a home run hitter guy. Bat speed is among best in the draft class, but he needs improvement more on his contact hitting and more defensive guy.
This is a guy with so much power. I mean,
Right.
at Florida, 516-foot home run. I mean, come on. He also pitched at Florida. It didn't even mention that.
Yeah, that is insane.
He's a stud. Moving on to a guy who doesn't have as much power, but he's a great hitter for the Cleveland Guardians. He's just a pure everything. He set the Oregon State record in hits for a season. I mean, this guy is legit. And one thing I always look for in prospects, strikeout to walk ratio.
Yeah.
This guy doubled the walks to strikeouts. So.
Yeah. He's got a very disciplined approach. He's originally actually from Australia, which is kind of crazy. Not a lot of baseball guys from Australia. And then you got a really good defensive player. You got an all-around player. This is a guy that's going to lead off for you. Doesn't really have a lot of power, so he's not really going to hit home runs, but he's going to lead off. He's going to get you on base.
A lot like Lindor, Jose Ramirez, guys the
Exactly.
Guardians have seen before.
Next one's actually one of our hometown Rockies. We got Zach Veen. He has a very high ceiling, but me and AJ were talking earlier, like he could probably end up being a bust just because he's on the Rockies, but he's got a high ceiling. He's got a lot of speed. He's got actually a lot of power, so a guy that can hit home runs. He's an all-around guy, very defensive good guy. So just what do you think about him?
The Rockies haven't had much luck, really, with prospects.
Exactly.
I mean, they need something. And this is a guy with speed. I mean, he stole 45 bags a couple years ago. He can do it, and I think if the Rockies were to have anyone come up and be a star, it'd be him.
Let's hope so. Not another bust for him.
Moving past that, this is another, hurts me to say as a Red Sox fan, but another good Yankees outfielder. This is 6'6", just reminds you of Aaron Judge. I mean, with the power, he's got speed, he's got everything. I mean, do they really need another huge outfielder that can also steal bags? It seems crazy. But
Right? I know. He played at Vanderbilt, which is one of the best baseball colleges. Like you said, it's like Aaron Judge. It's either a home run, it seems like, or he's striking out. So he's got to work on his strikeouts. But he's a good player. I mean, he's probably going to hit home runs. Another outfielder. The Yankees love these guys, so I think he'll fit right in.
does have a big strikeout problem.
Next, we got Colson Montgomery, who's actually a White Sox, which the White Sox are going to need this guy.
Boy, do they need him. They need him badly.
After a 30-win season last year. But this guy was actually drafted out of high school, which is insane. I mean, getting drafted out of high school to the MLB, I know it's one of the worst teams in the MLB, but still. I mean, the guy can hit for power, but he's got an excellent play discipline. He's a guy that gets a lot of walks. So just a good player all around. Kind of needs to work on defense and power to be an everyday guy, but this guy can definitely be everyday very soon.
Next is a guy who I've been waiting to talk about. It's J.J. Weatherholt from the Cardinals. I just think he's going to be a stud. I think he's a guy who can plug and play into that infield. They need help badly.
Yes.
Reminds you of a Nolan Gorman type guy. He can do everything. He hit .449 in 2023. He's just a stud, and the Cardinals always have studs.
Hitting .449, I mean, you're getting on every 1 and 2 at-bats. So, I mean, this is a guy they need, a guy that's speedy, get on base, steal bases. Just a guy that can also, needs a little bit more power as a second baseman, but I'm sure he'll get that.
Speaking of studs, is my AL Rookie of the Year pick. It's Jason Dominguez from the Yankees. Yet another Yankees outfielder who I'm praising. I don't know why, but he's the definition of a five-tool player. I mean, he's got the speed, he's got the arm in the outfield, he's got the power. I could easily see him having a 20 home run, 20 stolen base season.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the guy in the NL. We got Rocky Saki. I mean, the guy throws up to 102 miles an hour for his fastball. I mean, that's just insane. He's got a great splitter. He's got a great slider. I mean, it's another guy from Japan. I mean, of course, the Dodgers get this guy, like, out of anybody. Of course they get him. But, yeah, he had a perfect game where he did 19 strikeouts out of 27 batters. I mean, that is just unreal. I mean, these guys can't even hit off him. He's striking out all of them. So this guy is being called generational by everybody else, so...
Makes sense the Dodgers would get him.
Of course the Dodgers get this guy. I mean, like I was telling AJ earlier, if these guys don't win 3 out of the next 5 World Series, it would shock me. But that's all we've got for you, Rams. Tonight, Rams, as always, thanks for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your week, and have a great night. We will see you again next week.